Hey guys, so this video is dedicated to that amazing get to know me tag on YouTube, and I think it's only right that I dedicate a video solely to you guys getting to know me. So I put a post out on my social media pages and I asked all my followers to send me their questions and I will answer them. So I compiled all the questions and I'm gonna answer them for you guys. So let's get started. Okay, first question. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? I feel as though I'm in a job interview. You know, when you're in a job interview, that's like one of the questions they ask. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. That's awesome. But, yes. So, my name is Ayana Gomez. I am from the beautiful Twin Islands of Trinidad and Tobago. I am 36 years old. I will be 37 on the 31st of December. Whoop, whoop. It's almost here. I welcome 37. Come here, 37. This is my last song. I'm trying to wheel in 37. But yeah, I welcome it. Come on in. I'm a mother of two beautiful young ladies, 13 and 11 years. I just love life. I have reached a stage in my life and I have been through, you know, some situations where I have just learned to dress back and enjoy life. And I enjoy life through doing things that I just love. So yeah, that's just me summarized in a nutshell. Okay. When did you begin sewing? I would say around my late teens, I threw myself into sewing, and it wasn't for anything major. It was just to be able to mend my clothing, especially my jeans when they wear and tear in certain areas. Like, I wanted to be able to fix it, patch it, whatever. That was really the sole reason why I got into sewing. And my mom was the one that actually taught me how to maneuver around a sewing machine, how to thread it, how to thread a bobbin and all these sorts of things. It was my mom. And no, my mom does not sew. She's not a seamstress, but she also just dabbles in sewing. So that was how I got into it, really and truly, just to mend my clothing. And that came about more in my late teens. When did you begin your upcycle journey? I would have to say I began my upcycle journey 5 years ago, when I realized that what I was doing the years before was actually upcycling. Because I would say unofficially I was upcycling when my first child was born, when I had a parrot on a stick now to take care of. When my salary was no longer mine and I had to invest it in my newborn child. That was when I unofficially began upcycling. But my official upcycling journey really happened 5 years ago, when I realized that what I was doing was a part of something global, something globally positive, I should say. I didn't even know that it was such a dynamic movement. And when I became knowledgeable about it, or should I say when I became aware about it, I decided that I wanted to become a little more knowledgeable. And over the past 5 years, I've realized the positives that came along with it, and I wanted to continue to grow within that community itself, and I wanted to contribute to what it was putting out. So I am still on my journey, because to me, I still have so much to learn when it comes to how much more I can contribute to it. And that was one of the reasons why I also created this YouTube channel, because I felt as though this is me contributing as well to that community, me positively contributing to a global movement. So this also is a reason why my journey is ever and constantly, you know, a learning process for me. So yeah, 5 years ago, that was when I started my journey. How long have you been passionate about being sustainable? Well, then that will coincide really with the last question. When did I begin my upcycling journey? Both of them coincide with each other. When I began my upcycling journey was when I became aware as well about sustainable living. And I looked at it as I didn't want to have to deprive my daughters of having a better life just to be able to have something for myself. I didn't want to compromise their future just for my needs, or my wants, I should say. That's how I looked at sustainable. That's what really made me passionate about the whole sustainable living, and especially sustainable living through sustainable fashion. So that was when I really and truly became passionate. Like, I immediately studied my daughters. Like, I really don't want to deprive them. That would be selfish of me. I mean, isn't that what every parent really wants? You don't want to really deprive your child of anything. So you rather, you know, I don't want to say deprive yourself, because I'm not depriving myself. I'm actually still sustaining my needs, and I'm still sustaining my wants through the ability to upcycle, you know. So for me, it's a win-win situation. I'm still providing for myself without having to compromise anything for my daughters. And in this sense, I'm looking at it as I'm not taking any unnecessary set of my finances to sustain my closets. You know, I'm not depriving my children of financial support to sustain my closets. You know, I'm actually making do with what I have and still being able to provide for myself. That's how I look at it. So that's why I'm so passionate, because of my daughters. I don't want to deprive them. I just want to be able to give. I just want to make sure that they are able to have the opportunity to have a better life. And I do that through my sustainable fashion. I do that through sustainable living. You know, so that is how I look at it. Even though I know on an environmental level it's like that as well, but I am really looking at it through the eyes of being able to make sure that I am giving my daughters and a fighting chance by not depriving them of anything that is going to make them succeed and excel. What motivates you to upcycle? Again, I would think this would coincide with that last question. What makes me passionate about being sustainable? That is what motivates me to upcycle. That's one of the things that motivates me to upcycle. It gives me the opportunity to give my daughters a fighting chance out there. It gives me the opportunity to give them a future. You know, so it's my main reason. My other reason of motivation for upcycling is, hello, my closets. I am able to build a closet all of my own design, which is super amazing. And I am doing it through refashioning clothing that people will look at and not buy because it's hideous. Let's just be honest. that is my motivation. Or should I say, those are my motivations. I just love the way my closet is going right now. And I love the way that I'm not depriving my daughters. That in itself is just enough motivation for me to continue to upcycle. What is your favorite design? A romper. I love a romper. You are telling me a short pants and a top all in one? Hello. I just need to go fruits. Clothes on. Don't need to do much. No, clothes on. No fuss, no muss, no coconuts. A romper. That is truly my favorite design. I love a shorts. I love shorts. I am a Caribbean woman. We knows nothing but heat here. I already on a Monday to Friday, I go to work already in a long pants to work, a jacket or a dress and a jacket or a shirt and a skirt. Hello. When I don't have to go to work or dress to accommodate work, you're not going to see me in anything long. The only time you see me in a long pants is when I have to go to the movies because it's going to be freezing in the cinema. Yeah. But other than that, I love a romper. Welcome to my world. The world of rompers. You know, so yeah, my favorite design is a romper. What is your favorite part of upcycling? Being able to take something that no one else wants or no one else could see potential in and create something awesome. That is my favorite thing. Just taking something that seems to be unwanted and refashioning it and creating it into something pretty awesome. And I am super happy that my followers and my subscribers thus far have been appreciating that creativity as well. So yeah, that's my favorite part about upcycling. How do you source your materials? Okay, so yeah, in Trinidad, I don't have the luxury of walking into a thrift store and having a plethora of pieces to choose from, you know. So I have to literally sale hunt. So I go to different areas. Like when I have the time on weekends, I literally drive to areas and shopping areas, and I start, it's like I have like a little radar, sale, ping, 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 ping. And I just run, I dash to that store where I see sale, and I start going through these sales racks. Like that is how I source my clothing materials to be able to refashion and upcycle. I have to go sales hunting. We do have one or two online thrift stores, but it is very rare that I find the things that I want, you know. Most of the times in my mind I have an idea of something that I want to refashion, and those online thrift stores don't really give me what I want. Like right now, I would really love to get a denim jacket to be able to refashion. Like I want a denim jacket to refashion, and unfortunately I have yet to find a denim jacket, and I am not about to pay $200 TT for a jacket. No. My radar looks for sale, and $200 TT is not a sale. Nope, no sorry. So you know, I'm still on the hunt for a jacket, people. Still on the hunt. But that's how I source my materials. When it comes to my sewing materials, I normally go to craft stores. There is one particular craft store that I frequent, and I get a lot of my zippers, my threads, glue, chalk, fabric marker, pins, anything that I need craft wise when it comes to my upcycles. I definitely get that at the craft store that I frequent. Sometimes I also visit one of the upholstery stores, local upholstery stores, and also get a lot of my crafting materials. So that is how I source my materials for upcycling. What is the most difficult thing you have faced with upcycling? Being able to source what it is I want. And as I said in the last question, when I was answering the last question, I've been looking for a denim jacket for the longest while. Like, I have so many ideas for a denim jacket, even a male jacket, like a jacket on the whole. And again, I work on a mommy's budget. So as I said, my radar looks for sale. And unfortunately, sales racks do not have jackets on them. And as I said, I'm not about to pay anything over $80 for a jacket. No siree, I am not. So yeah, that is definitely one of the most difficult things I've faced when it comes to upcycling. Being able to source the clothing that I'm really looking for. When do you find time in your days to work on your projects? Monday to Fridays from 8 to 4, I am employee. When I get home from work, I am teacher / mommy. When the school aspects of it is finished, and when I say school aspect, when I get home, I go through the schoolwork that my girls and they do during the day, because they do schooling from home. So when I get home, I go through whatever issues they may have had with whatever subject areas. And once that aspect is finished, I then go fully into mommy mode, and I make sure they have their dinner. I make sure that they're organized and in zen mode, getting ready for bed, these grown girls. So when everything has settled and I could finally be, and I look down at my time, most of the times it's either 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the night. And ever since I started my YouTube channel, I have been using that time to actually work on my projects. Now, because I give myself deadlines and schedules and all these things to meet now because of this YouTube channel, I say to myself, you know what, I need to try and balance it as best as I can. So sometimes from 9 to 12, I am working on projects and recording and, you know, working on stuff and things like that, and editing the next day and all these sorts of things. It happens between that time at 9 and 12 on a Monday to Friday. On a weekends, I get up at 7 o'clock on the dot. Like, I don't know, it's like I'm wired. 7 o'clock, I wake up on a Saturday, and when I wake up, the great thing about having children that are 13 and 11, you do not have to worry about making breakfast for them. Like, my daughters are self-efficient. They can do their own breakfast. So I don't ever have to worry on a weekends to wake up and organize breakfast. They can do that on their own. So when I wake up, I just pick the project that I want to work on, and I get that done. So for an entire weekend, sometimes I'm able to work on 2 projects, record 2 projects, and then start editing it. Right now, because of how everything is, how hectic everything is, I'm only able to do one video for the week. I don't ever let a week pass without uploading a video. When my weeks are not as hectic, I'm able to put out 2 videos a week. And I am trying to find a way, even in my hectic weeks, to do 2 videos as well. So right now, everything is a learning process for me, and I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna find a way to deliver 2 videos even on my hectic weeks. So yeah, but that is how I find time in my days to dedicate to my projects. So those were all of my questions. I hope that it helped you guys get a level of understanding of who I am. And don't be afraid, still drop a question. I'll be happy to answer it for you. Till next time, guys. Deuces.